where he catches the biggest bass.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're doing something that was mentioned in a previous video. We found the spillway at this pond, and I fished here probably 7-8 times now. I haven't caught anything too crazy, but I have seen a couple good bass come out of this pond. We're gonna fish around the pond a little bit on the way to the spillway. We're out here at 10:30. One thing that I found about like my little creek fishing adventures that I went on, I've normally started kind of later into the day, and something that I've heard a few times is like you want to wait till the sun comes up because the fish can see the lures a little bit better. Early morning is good for like topwater time still, and that's like a good feeding time, but I really think some of the fish in creeks and like moving bodies of water really will feed all day. So with that being said, we're gonna go hit this spillway. We're gonna fish around like one side of the pond, go to the spillway, try to catch a couple fish out of the spillway. The reason why I want to go to the spillway, two reasons. One, I hooked into a probably 2 to 3 pound bass, and whenever I see that size potential, it just makes me want to go and fish it more and try some different lures and have a little bit more potential to catch bigger fish, because I really do think, I know there's big fish in here, and if there's big fish in here, the spillway could be a pretty good spot to go try to catch a few. So potentially big fish in the spillway. Also, we have our micro fishing rod that we can take down there and hopefully get on some different species, because this has become a new slow passion of mine. So with that being said, we do not have a bait caster with us today. We have this spinning rod behind me with the Revo rocket on it, which is like a high speed gear ratio spinning reel. We're gonna throw a Ned rig, and then we have a couple other lures we want to try, and then we also have a little micro fishing combo for the spillway today. So with that being said, sit back, relax, stay tuned. I hope your life is going good. Always remember, it could be a lot worse. I know some situations really suck, but it could be worse. So with that being said, it's not a laughing matter, but I mean, sometimes you just have to laugh at it. It could be a lot worse. We're gonna throw our life jacket on, and we are going to get to fishing. So see y'all in a second. Also, so I got invited on a beach trip here coming up, and I've been contemplating taking the kayak. So if we can get this video to 500 likes, we will take the kayak with us, and we'll take the kayak into the ocean, and we'll try to go catch some red snapper, because snapper season will be open during kayak season. Also, it gives me an excuse to buy a Garmin fish finder that comes with like reef locations and everything like that. So 500 likes on this video, and we will buy a fish finder, and we'll also take this kayak to the beach, and y'all will get some saltwater content. We're definitely gonna do a little bit of fishing while we're down there, but we're gonna try out our hand at some saltwater fishing, because I've caught red snapper before, but it's always been on like party boats, you know, with its shoulder to shoulder, or not necessarily shoulder to shoulder, but you know how it is on the party boats. So this could be something new, a new passion. We're not too far from the coast, right? 3.5-4 hours from it. So it'd almost be something that we can make a day trip out of, or make it a little weekend thing if y'all enjoy the video. So stay tuned. We're gonna go and try to get on some fish in the lake first. Hopefully we can catch a couple. It's always normally kind of slow, but hopefully with these smaller baits, we might be able to get on a few. We're gonna try to catch them in the lake, and then we're gonna go down to the spillway, which is a kind of adventurous trek down there, and we're gonna go catch some fish down there, hopefully. So stay tuned. Peace. All right, guys, we got our little micro fishing combo. We're not gonna fish this all the way around. I'd just like to see if we can maybe get on like a bass or two, because every time we broke this thing out, we've caught bass. The first time we took it out, we caught a whole bunch of bass, but I really don't think, I think this pond's probably like loaded with fish, but they're not necessarily like all shallow fish. Hey, there's a little something, might be a little bit of grass. I'm pretty sure it gets kind of grassy right in here. Also, last time we were using this, we were doing a catch and cook. Sorry about that. We absolutely butchered catch and cook, but I mean, it's all practice. When have y'all ever seen me catch, clean, and cook anything? I think I did red snapper one time, I want to say. Then I also did deer. I can do like deer meat. I can do that. I can put deer meat on like a grill or Traeger. Traeger's pretty self-explanatory. Hey, there's a stump right there. That's why we wear a PFD, because eventually we're probably going to end up in the water. We're just going to skip over this whole little spot right here. All right. Crank it up.
11 minutes later.
All right, we haven't caught anything as of yet. I want to go ahead and get back to the spillway because I'm just excited to do that today. That was the purpose of us coming out here. So we're gonna book it back there, and then I'll update y'all as we get around and fish a little bit. Okay, so last time I was over here, I just spot locked, or I tied my kayak off to this post over here. I wonder this time if I could just spot lock it, like really close to the dock over there. Maybe I spot lock it and tie it off, because my luck the spot lock wouldn't fail, but it would just be out in the middle of spot lock for whatever reason. But I don't think that's a bad idea. You know, like if you need to get out or something like that, you can probably just spot lock it. But since we have a rope, we're gonna rope it off. We're gonna pull up right beside it. Oh yeah, and then the water's not rushing through as fast, so we should be able to, I kind of like how it looks down there now, and then the water looks a little bit more clear as well. So might need to pull this up before we break it. All right, well, not yet, but we're almost there. All right, okay, there's step number one. Get it tied off. And 2 rods, micro rod and spinning rod. And then we are also gonna grab our tackle bag. Get a little sip of our Chick-fil-A Sprite. Now I believe we are ready to go. All right, so last time when we came this way was a little bit easier to get down here. Whoa! Hey. It's always nice when you're walking to a fishing spot and you have to walk through spider webs, because that just tells you you're the first person down there, at least, you know, today. And then if there's a lot of spider webs, that means you're the first person down there in a while. There's some dog poop right here, I think. No, that's a sock. All right. Oh yeah, we have made it to our fishing spot for the day. So I'm trying to debate, do I want to start off with the little Ned rig style bait, or do I want to start off with the micro rod? If we can get our rods untangled. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one looks better? I kind of like this one to start off with. We'll start off with the big, no, we're gonna start off with the micro rod. All right, sorry about the audio, but a lot of these spots that I like to micro fish have like moving water, and it's, you know, it's one of those things. We'll get over it. Oh, good cast. Perfect cast for the first one. Hey, oh, I saw that one. Dude, there's some huge bluegill following up, and a bass, and a bass. Okay, there's fish in here. Got hit pretty hard by that. There we go. There's something. That's a bass. That has to be a bass, I think. Hey, let's go. Second cast, baby. Oh, that's a decent bass. Decent bass. Oh, let's go on the little crappie. On the little crappie rig. Look at that. That's a good pounder. All right, I gotta find a better spot to stand on. I'm literally split between 2 rocks. Spin, hey, oh, spin, gotcha. Look at that, perfect hook set, top of the mouth, hook pop right out. Look how I'm standing. I'm like, this rock is shaking, and then this rock, I'm standing on the point of it. Dude, let's go. Thank you, dude. Dark fish. See ya. See, this is the awesome thing about this micro combo. It's like, it's really a hack. I brought regular tackle down here and I didn't catch anything. Or I caught 2, maybe 3, but they all came off. Like I didn't land a single fish. Or maybe I landed 1 or 2, whatever. But like, you throw this thing in here and I can probably get, like you're gonna get bit on it because it's just a smaller presentation, and then it works for everything. Like it's just the coolest, it's the coolest little thing to me. The only thing that sucks about it is this little body of water is pretty small. Oh, right there, I saw that happen. This little body of water that we're fishing is kind of small, so sometimes it seems like whenever you catch a couple, oh, there's another one. That feels like a little panfish. We're gonna loosen our drag a little bit so we don't break them off. Oh, did he come off? Oh, no he didn't, no he didn't. He's small, whatever. He's a little bass? No, it's a little sunfish. Hey. Go. Yes, sir. Little sun. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. You're on a rock. Oh, oh. You got it, dude. You got it. Go ahead. Go do your thing. Poke. I figured that would probably set him off. I just said poke. That's how you know I'm excited. I just looked at the fish and said poke. All right. Come on, man. Hey, there you go. All right. That first fish we caught was super healthy. That just tells me that there's probably bigger ones in here. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we put out like a 3 to 4 pounder. And if we hook up on one of those, I'm getting in the water, best believe it, because he is not coming off. Oh, there we go. Ooh, ooh, there we go again. Dude, when they get behind it, or when they finally find it, they hammer it. It's kind of weird because my first bite was like up against the wall when I caught that bass, kind of where I just captured that. But majority of the other bites kind of came once I got in towards the middle. Ooh, that's a good bite. Oh yeah, that one's pulling a good drag. Also, I did loosen it. I think that's a bass. That has to be. He hasn't came up yet. Ooh, nah, but bluegill. Look at that, bluegill. Oh yeah, we will take it. We will take it. And then also there's a little creek behind us that we can get some casts in as well. So the fishing dies down here, we'll go fish the creek for a little bit, then we'll come back. But that is a healthy bluegill. We'll take it. Hey, ooh, another bluegill. Look at that rod. I just let it sit there and he ate it. Yep. We will take it. Thank you, dude. Thanks for hanging. Ooh, that's like a big bass candy size. Check that out. Let's go. See ya. Man, this is so cool. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a surprise catch in here. I can feel it. Like we're gonna mess around and pull out like a koi fish or something like that. All right. Ooh, one had it the whole time. He just wasn't fooling with it. That's something different. That is a green sunfish. Y'all identified this for me in the previous video. That is a green sunfish. Because I was calling them rock bass. This is what I caught from my first fish in that tournament we fished a couple days ago. Awesome. Let's go. All right, we're gonna try to get like in the base of that water where it's coming down at. See if there's one hanging out in there. Oh, what was that? I forget that I have this ultralight rod, so everything's gonna feel huge. But like when you set the hook on a fish on this rod, it just feels like it feels like a 4 or 5 pounder in like the bass fishing world, just because you can feel all the head shakes and everything of these small fish. So much fun though. All right, after this, we're gonna get a couple casts of the Ned rig in here. I just don't want to lose it because I only have one more and I want to fish it tomorrow. So we're gonna get a couple casts with it and see how rocky it is, or if we can really maneuver it well through here. Hey, there, oh, came off. Oh, I saw you eat it, dude. Oh my gosh, that's a good bluegill. Look at him. Look at him. That's a chunk bluegill. Oh yeah, he has some shoulders on him. Look at that one. That's a long bluegill. That's a giant bluegill. There we go. Oh, broke me off. No, didn't break me off, just came off. All right, we're gonna switch over to that Ned rig and see if we can get on some bass, because I know there's big ones in here. Like I saw one come up that was pretty good size. This reels really became one of my favorite like micro fishing or creek fishing reels. I think it's definitely intended for more deep water fishing. Oh, there we go, already off the first cast got ate. But yeah, I think this reel is probably intended more for like deep water fishing off of a bass boat or a kayak. You know, if you're fishing in, oh, there's another good bite. If you're fishing in 30, 40 foot of water, like vertical fishing, to go ahead and get the fish up and out of like structure, cover, whatever. But I really like it for creek fishing, just because I can reel my bait back in so fast. You know, sometimes it's like a prime spot where you want to cast. You only need to work your bait for like a 3 foot span of the place, but it's you're 20 foot away from it, if that makes sense. So you can go ahead and get your bait back in quick and make more casts. I just think it's more efficient, especially fishing something like a Texas. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's a sunfish that ate that. Oh, he was just holding on to the crawl. Oh, that's right into the white water right there. Oh, we're getting bit. I think it's a bluegill. Oh, yeah, let it go. See, I just love being able to go ahead and get my lure back, because the faster you can get your lure back, you can make another cast. So, you know, if you make a bad cast, it's super correctable because you can turn your handle 5-6 times and get it right back. I will say this reel is a little pricey. I'll have it linked down below in the description if you want to check it out. But like, if it's, you know, if creek fishing and like this is something that you're super interested in, like fishing this reel on a kayak and moving water where like the water's a good pace to where you can make a whole bunch of casts and like you really don't have to paddle or anything like that, like it's a perfect reel, just because it kind of, you know, you get in the zone and it seems like sometimes your reel speed will kind of set you back from not making a whole bunch of casts. Like this one kind of helps you to, it makes up, the speed of the reel makes up for it. And then I'm fishing it on a fast medium rod. I really would like a like medium light rod for this. It'd probably be a little bit better, but also I like to fish it for, you know, bigger size bass, so I think the medium will be okay. And then it's just sensitive enough for this 8-pound. I think this is 8-pound. It's either 8 or 10-pound braid that I don't really feel like I'm missing out on too much. Like I can feel the bottom perfect. I can feel all the rocks that this Ned rig is bouncing over. All right, we have got to land a fish on this little Ned rig. We have to. Oh no! I set the hook on a rock. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's something. Oh, what is that? Dude, that fish is super dark. Look how he has like white under the bottom of it. This is awesome. This is why I love creek fishing like this, because look at the colors on that fish. Like, I've never caught one like that before. Like, he's almost black and he has like white underneath. Probably some hybrid of a hybrid of a hybrid type deal. Oh, I left my phone. I was gonna take a picture of him. Woo, look at that, boys. All right, I don't know how many we're at. We're gonna pick up that micro combo, a couple more, and get a couple more casts with it, because I mean, we pretty much fished our way around with this one. We've gotten a few bluegill bites, but we've only caught a bass on that other combo. I'm not gonna give up on this one though. We'll probably fish this one in the creek back behind us. But I think this has definitely been a successful trip so far. We've caught a lot of fish in a short time too. All right, we're gonna re-rig this setup up. All right guys, so one thing that I found is, like, after you catch a couple of fish out of a certain spot, it seems like the spot will kind of die down a little bit. Then you can circle back around to it and then they'll be back kind of fired up. So one thing I thought about this last night before I came out here. I was like, I wonder if I were to fish just one side and try to make like 10 or 15 casts in the same spot, then just step over 3 feet. I wonder if that would kind of correct that, you know, if we could have more potential to fish. Then also I wonder if just like switching up our lure, like switching up our bait color, because we have some pretty vibrant baits in here. Like we have stuff that looks natural, and then we also have stuff that looks, you know, kind of funky. We have pink and all different types of colors, shapes and sizes and stuff of lure. So I'm gonna try to tie on a little chartreuse head. I was fishing a white and pink head. So this time I'm gonna switch up to a chartreuse head, and then I'm gonna do a different color bait and see if that gets any different response from the fish. I'm probably gonna do like a chartreuse bait or something that's a little bit bigger, just to see if we can get a couple more bites and maybe even land some bass. Because one thing I found about the bigger baits when we were trying to do the catch and cook, it seemed like the bluegill didn't like the bigger baits, or the ones that didn't necessarily have like a curly tail or something like that on them. So. All right, so we switched our lure up. We got a little chartreuse head and then a little green body, orange tail. This looks like panfish to me. Like when I think about pan fishing, this is pan fishing. So we're gonna try that out. Let's see if maybe we can get on one down here. Hey, oh, that's a good one. That might be a bass. Oh, nope. Bluegill? Sunfish, green sunfish? Let's go. Ah! Oh no, I'm so sorry, dude. I am so sorry. That's what I get for trying to showboat with you. Just chill out, I got you, chill. For micro fishing, I need micro fingers so I can lip these fish. Sorry, dude. Did not mean to do that. I always try to respect the fish and, like, you know, not slam them on the rocks if at all possible, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. Okay, so see, we caught that one out of this little hole right here. Now we're gonna get a couple more casts out of there and see if we can keep catching them potentially. Hey, another, oh, that was a bass, no. That was a bass. There's a little rock ledge and I can see the shadow over there. So I've been trying to kind of cast to it and let the bait sink. Seems like we've gotten a couple bites off of it. All right, guys, we've caught a couple out of the big waterfall. We're gonna go down here and try this little creek. See if maybe we can get a couple out of it. Last time I was down here, I hooked into a bass, but I'm pretty sure I lost them. And then I hooked into a bass, lost the bass, and then I hooked into a couple of sunfish, and I'm pretty sure I lost those too. So maybe this micro setup will get it done for us. This water's a lot cleaner than what I remember it being. I'm looking at a like spot right here underneath this tree. I bet you there's a fish in it. Oh, look, one's gonna come get it. I need one to eat it so I can get it unstuck from the tree. Oh, there we go, there we go. There's our first one. We gotta land them. We have not landed a fish out of this creek yet. We have got to land you. Do not go, hey, look at that. Oh, that's a, I can't call the name of it. I know the scientific name of it because I popped it up in the last video. There's a lady that lives up here that should be featured in an upcoming video, but she painted us some of these and they are so beautiful. I was saying I want a fish tank full of those like that. That's actually something I'm kind of contemplating. It's just I'd love to have a fish tank. It's just a lot of responsibility, and then, you know, like I go on trips sometimes 2-3 weeks at a time, and not often, but you know, once or twice a year we'll go somewhere, or, you know, just family vacation, whatever. So there's just a lot saying that I'm gonna live alone and have a fish tank full of these beautiful fish, because I'll probably get attached to them and this, that, and the third, and don't want to have to, you know, come back and do a burial service for one of the pet fish for the channel. And then I know y'all will probably get attached to them too. All right. Ooh, I don't know there's gonna be anything in here. This gets fairly shallow, but you gotta at least try it. Oh, this little one has a whole bunch of bait in it too. There's a little decent sized bluegill, something right there. Oh, one was on it. It's almost like I need to go smaller than this, but I mean, at that point we'd probably be catching like little minnows and shad and whatnot. Oh, hey, there's a bass. There we go. I think that's a bass. Oh no, he came off. No, no, no. I think that was a bass. He was over there in that shadow. That was a horrible cast. Seems like sometimes just burning it back in really gets them fired up. Like we might try that retrieve method a couple times. See, like. Nothing that time. Try it again. I like burning it. I'm burning it and letting it pause and fall. Man, I feel like we dropped the ball with that little bass right there, but we can get some casts in this other pool up here from this different angle, so definitely not a trip wasted down here. There's a whole bunch of bait right here hanging out. Sweet.
Chasing a bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them block, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit on my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.